All right, welcome campers. I'm gonna show you how the design studio works. So you have your portfolio, that's this black folder. This is your fashion portfolio. And then you have a bunch of these loose sheets. It says title of the look, type of fabric, amount needed, the cost to produce, and then you're gonna mark it up. A markup is done so that the fashion designer can make money on the things that they have sold. So I'm going to show you how to do your fashion designs and then how to figure out what this part is for your project. So in your notebook, and mine are loose, you have sample clothing. So right here I have the pants and the tank tops. There's also dresses and skirts and shorts and all sorts of other things. In this example, I'm only going to use a couple different parts. So you can see that you also have a page in your notebook that shows the different styles. So for example, a tank top takes just 1 yard of fabric, and you can choose whatever kind of fabric you want. For example, a printed cotton or a printed silk would be very expensive, $10.40 for that 1 yard of fabric. Or you could do linen, and that's also very expensive at $10.80, or wool. I don't know why anyone would wear a wool tank top, but if you wanted to, it would cost a lot of money, as would a leather tank top. You would certainly be a rock and roll chick if that's the way you went. And you can use these, or you can draw your own. So it's up to you. If you really feel confident in the way that you draw fashion designs already, then you don't need to use these templates. If you want some support and you want to draw like this, then you can do that. So for example, to make it easy for myself, I'm gonna do a tank top, and I'm going to do it in a printed cotton. Let's take a look and figure out how much I would need to charge for my cotton tank top to make any money. So I'm going to use printed cotton. And for my tank top, I only need 1 yard. That is easy. And it costs $6.40 in fabric. But now I have this cost after 150% markup. Well, what is a markup? A markup is the amount of money that the company charges to the customer, so that they're not just selling your shirt for $6.40, because then they don't make any money. The company has to charge more for the product than what they spent on the product. The owner of the fashion design company gets to decide that. So our fashion designs are going to be marked up 150%. That means that for every $6.40 I spend, I charge 100% plus 50% more. So I'm going to break up this 150%, because 100% is a number we see a lot, and 50% is also a number we see a lot. But if we combine those, we get that 150. And I like breaking this down because it puts it into a really simple form and friendly numbers. So if you think of the number $6.40, that's the cost of our fabric. Another 100% of that would be the same thing. So now I've just added 100% to my total. So $6.40 plus another $6.40, you can add that up. And I've got $12.80, but that's only a 100% markup. Lots of companies might just mark it up 100%, but our company, our fashion design company, is gonna mark it up 150%. So now you need to think about what this 50% means. Well, when I think of 50%, I think of half. 50% is half. So I need to figure out what another half of this 640 is. Well, you could divide it in 2, because that's also half, and you would have to you might know how to do this, and if you want to do this and you know how, you can do the division. If you don't know how to do this division, don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you a trick. Just look at each part of this number, the coins and the dollars, and I'm going to move this 1280 over here so you can see. That's what our total was with the 100%. Half of 40 is 20, right? 20 plus 20 is 40, so that's half. And half of 6 is 3. Now I can add up 1280 plus 320, and I get $16. So that means that at the store, my tank top will sell for $16. That's the price tag that will go on my tank top. And now is the fun part. I'm gonna decide which tank top do I wanna use for my style here. And I was thinking of doing this tank top. So to draw it, in this sense, for these ones, if you want to trace it, you can just trace the design. If you're feeling really confident in yourself and your art skills and you want to just draw it freeform, you can do that too. So there's my tank top. And I decided it would be a printed pattern. So now I can choose what colors I want, and maybe it's gonna be striped tank top. And that's part of my fashion design collection. So this would be an example of how to do the markup and tracing your design onto your paper. Okay, so there's my printed tank top. Let's do one more so that we can look at something that's more than 1 yard. So for this one, I'm gonna look at pants, and these are capri pants. And I think that it looks to me like capri pants are 3 yards of fabric. So whatever kind of fabric I pick, I have to do 3 yards of it. So maybe I'll do cotton, and maybe I'll do those sweatpants for this. So I'm using cotton, solid cotton, and I'll write that down. And the amount needed is 3 yards. And it costs, well, now I have to do a step in here because I need to figure out what does it cost. It's $6 for 1 yard. So if I need 3 yards, how much is it gonna cost? It's gonna cost $18 just to make those pants. But now I have to, again, mark it up 150%. So we do it again the same way. Think about it like 100% plus 50% and 18. So our first job is $18 plus another $18. That gets us our 100% markup, $36 just for the 100% markup. These are some very expensive sweatpants because now we still have to add an additional 50% onto that. I'm just gonna write it up here. You don't have to do that for yours. This is because I don't wanna run out of room. So now I have to do another 50%. Half of 18, well, what is the double that makes 18? 9 plus 9, so that means plus another $9. These are some pricey sweatpants. They better be really comfortable because 0, 0, 6 plus 9, $45 sweatpants. These are some pretty glamorous pants that you're wearing. So again, you can just trace it as best you can. If it's not perfect, that's okay. Or if you don't feel like tracing it and you want to design your own pants, maybe my sweatpants are going to be even more like capris than those ones are. So that's an example of what we would do. And then because I want this to be an outfit, I'll probably color it in to match my other design, which was the striped tank top. And at the end, you'll create an outfit that goes together for your final look. And so there are my sweatpants. So then the question is, what if you have more than just 1 yard or 3 yards of fabric? Let's look at the shorts. The shorts have 1.5 yards of fabric. And I've got to think to myself, what might that look like when I'm doing these problems? So my shorts are 1.5 yards. And I'm going to look at maybe these ones I'll do in spandex. They're like workout shorts. And I need 1.5 yards. So the first thing I need to do is figure out how much that costs to produce. Spandex is only $4.20 for 1 yard, but I actually need 1.5 yards. So where does this half come in? It's actually very similar to what we are doing over here with our 100% and our 50% markup. What is a half? It's 50%. So what's half of $4.20? Well, just like we did before, you could do the division and you could divide it by 2 like that. But if you don't know how to do that, that's okay because you can use mental math. What's half of 20? Well, 10 plus 10 equals 20, so it's 10. And what's half of 4? It's 2 because 2 plus 2 equals 4. And now I can add this up and I've got $6.30 to produce. Much more affordable than those sweatpants, I can already tell. Now let's do our markups here. We have $6.30 and we've got to do that 100% markup, and I know by now you know what to do. You just add it to itself and do that there. And now we need to figure out half of $6.30. So half of 30, that's actually 15, because 15 plus 15 equals 30. And half of 6 is 3. So I can add this up, and my spandex shorts will cost me $15.75. And just like before, you can then trace them onto the paper, or if you have an idea that you want to draw your own, you can do that too. And I'm going to say, following the stripe pattern that I designed, my shorts are going to be striped like this. And that's how to do your fashion portfolio. All right, have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you design.